Happy Monday, everybody. Babyface Jared sneaking in here to help out Bearded Face Jared to get one up for a Monday real quick in the middle of homeschooling. But there's a lot to talk about. We're covering the same theme as the last couple of videos. It's kind of taken over, and I think for good reason. We definitely need to focus on it. They are trying as hard as they can to divide us. The racism thing is it's dominating the airwaves. We are going to talk about it. We're going to focus on it today. Not to focus on it, but we're going to try and I want to squash it. But there's some things that have to be addressed. I'm Jared. This is RedRacer Video, former car vlogger. Now I'm an independent citizen journalist. Thanks to you, the viewers, your donations through Patreon, PayPal, and Venmo. And I am back to pushing those 3 links. YouTube demonetized all but my 4 most recent videos over the weekend. That's like 90 plus videos that just click demonetized. So I am pushing Patreon, PayPal, and Venmo links again. And everyone who has purchased our unmasked t-shirts, link in the description down below for that as well, RedRacerVideo.com, our unmasked t-shirts. Please go buy one if you've not already. All right, diving back into it, guys. I saw a couple of things that kind of led me down the path that said, here's what we're doing on today's video again. We're not going to go down the path of the dealership and that travesty. Update coming on that here in a little while, but I'm kind of letting that one simmer for a minute. We are going to talk about some more of the division stuff, some more of the murders, some more of the crime that's going on. I watched some things that could not be shaken, and I wanted to bring them to you guys, and because there was a couple of different things I felt from it, and then big shout out to all my friends in the bakery that were able to give me some really good insight, some different ways to look at things, and it was very helpful. So quickly, I want to talk about the fact that the Chicago police chief was on TV giving a timeline. I'm not going to beat a dead horse on that because there was really very little that got said. He went on and talked about the stats in the city, and he said everything literally 3 times. I'm not making this up. He read his stats, each one of them 3 times, really slow to make them dramatic, to make it sound like he cared, but he did not. He talked about how he's been on the job for X amount of time, and he's been in an analysis phase, and yada, 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 and he thinks now we're going to try and actually do something. But this dude, in the time he's been in power, and I could be misreading it, and there's probably people out there that don't agree with me. Hello, dog. The murders on the streets of this city are unreal, and our National Guard should have gone in and helped in a long time ago. But they have to be called in, otherwise, you know, the media and everybody say that our dictator president is turning the military against citizens. So I watched that, and it was really hard, but there were some numbers that came out that were very alarming. They have taken 7,000 guns off the streets of Chicago this year alone. The numbers over the weekend, I have forgotten, and you guys know I don't really do that well with notes because it is a lot of sidetracking and squirrel syndrome that people don't love in the comments. So we'll kind of just stick with the menu or the vagueness. But again, they were just shy of 7,000 guns off the street this year. And just this weekend, it was like 120 or something guns. He went on to highlight the fact that each time they took one of those guns off the street, that was 120 something opportunities that had the chance of becoming a violent encounter. They were dangerous encounters with police. It underscored the fact that our police in every city, every time they have an encounter like this, it's an encounter. You okay? It's an encounter where those police could have been hurt. It's also an encounter where the guy or the gal that had the weapon that they had to take it from could have also been hurt. It's 100 and something opportunities that were handled very well by police that get no credit. But when one encounter ends up where someone gets hurt, the media will trip over themselves to not only bring it up, but to spin it in a light that makes it look like police just go and gun down innocent people, which is absolutely not what happened. Sorry, guys. I can't go back and re-record this. I'm on homeschool. My kid's up soon. You're going to hear my dog coughing up a lung in the video. Oh, he's okay, though. I promise. Back to what I was saying. They go to great lengths to spin every police encounter like a bad one. That is just not what's happening. Almost all of the recent tragedies that have sparked all these riots, not peaceful protests, riots, they have all been, in my opinion, very much could be at least argued in the favor that the police tried very hard to not just gun these people down. But it's very, very bad. This transitions us into the next thing that I wanted to talk about today, which is the racism thing, guys and gals. Really quick backstory. And this isn't to like get me street cred. Some of the closest people to me in my life are not white folk. Like, I don't just run around, even though my hair is short. I get this haircut from a Tongan dude. He is my brother. I mean, he's as close to me as anyone in my life right now. He's inspired me in countless ways. We bounce ideas off of one another. I go to him for feedback on situations that mean a lot to me in my life. He does the same. I've reached out to him on days where I have been ready to lose my mind over the fact that I struggle with my parents both being gone in the last few years. This dude is someone in my life I look up to. My other good friends, Ma'afu, he's a Tongan. I've been best friends with this guy. We don't talk, but we always know we've been friends. One of those since high school buddies. We do Thanksgiving breakfast every year. Tongan dude. My best friend, one of my best friends, Nick, Mexican dude. Is his brother, Mike, Mexican dude. My best friend, Herney, one of my best friends, Herney, El Salvadorian dude. Yes, I have white friends too, but I'm saying all this to key in and diffuse all the people who would even begin to take what I'm about to say as racist, because I know some of you guys duck out of videos early. So I said all of that to diffuse any of that. There was a video that I watched today. It was posted in a group of my very close friends as well that I respect and value their opinions on all of what's going on right now. And in a group that I very much value, that I am a part of, the Bakers. Many of you have heard of them. There was a video that got posted of some things that are going on in our streets. And, you know, I don't think any of us try to dwell on this stuff right now. And anybody right now that's in the comments going, man, we got to stop talking about this stuff. Do we? Because I don't think we do right now. And this is why. Let me go back. I saw a video today. This dude, the stereotypical white male, right? This 55-year-old guy with New Balance and his khaki cargo shorts and his polo shirt. And he's probably in a Trump hat. I don't know. He's in a hat. This guy's walking across the street in a crosswalk, and you can see this guy, and I have to use I got to put context with it. It's a young black man with what looks to be like his friends across the street recording, and I can only guess because they can see this dude is stalking this guy from behind. I'm going to say it. It makes me think of stalking him like a panther or something. It makes me think of Black Panther. I'm sorry, but it does. He's running up behind this guy with his bricks, sneaking up, and when he gets close, bah! Hits this dude with a brick. The guy never sees it coming. He checks out. I don't know what happens to the guy after that. He could have died for all I know. From watching it, it could very well have. But he just lights out, falls, and he's out. You never see the guy move again. And these kids are laughing their heads off watching this take place. I know that colors don't matter all the time, but in this situation, the colors mattered. This young black man, kid, I don't know how old he was. You can't tell his age. He thought he was going and doing someone a service, or he thought he was doing what was right, or I don't know what he was doing, but he went and hit that dude because he was an old white dude in let's call it what it is. They targeted this dude because he was an old white guy. Me as an aging white guy, that was alarming to me. And I said to the people in the bakery, how do I watch that and not now be very scared when I'm walking down the street and I see a group of black kids? I would never look at them and judge them for being a group of black kids. I don't care that they're a group of black kids, but I now am calling it what it is, a little afraid that those black kids come and hit me with a brick when I'm not looking. It's not the racist in me. It's I have seen too much of this in me. I was really uncertain about whether or not I could make this video and make it compassionate enough. I really was. And then I saw another guy post a video that I have posted on my Instagram real quick, at RedRacer video on Instagram, link in the description. Go follow if you don't. This guy is, again, color matters in this scenario. He's a black guy. And it doesn't sound, he's got an accent it sounds like, and I can't tell where he's from, but I think he's American. I can't tell, I'm not for sure, but it sounds like he knows his history. And it sounds like he's a pro-America guy. He happens to be a black guy with like a, I don't know, accent, British or Jamaican, or I don't know. I can't really even tell what his accent is. But he goes on to basically say, look, people are done taking this laying down. Kyle's shooting everybody, going back to yesterday's video. The 17-year-old in Kenosha that started firing on people, all people, in my opinion, that deserve to be shot. They put themselves in a situation. They were chasing and trying to attack a dude with an AR. But this guy brings that up and he says, look, and he keeps saying white people, but then he goes on to say Americans. So I think that a lot of people in that video will see that as, oh, this guy's calling white people to action. He's not. Later on, and go again, at RedRacer video on Instagram, go watch it. Later on, he goes on to even say he himself may be standing with the Americans, the white people that he talks about in the beginning. But this is not a white people thing. This is an everybody thing. We're all scared of getting hit in the head by a group of people carrying bricks now. It's not because we're racist. Again, it's because we're scared. It's because it's because we're smart. It's because we don't want to die. And in the messages, I told everybody, after I said that, after I said, I'm afraid I might get hit by a group of kids with bricks, I wrote right under that, the very first thing I felt after I said that was ashamed. I did feel a little racist for saying it, and I know I'm not. But I felt, a part of me was like, man, I can't believe I'm saying that. But I am. And immediately after that, and my kids being noisy up there reminds me that I'm going to have to cut this short here in a few minutes because school's coming up. But I had somebody behind me say, no, Jared, we get it. And we feel that way too. And not everyone in the bakery is a white male, by the way, just so everyone knows. Ethnic and female, all represented in the bakery. So don't go thinking what some of you may be thinking. And everyone in there was kind of echoing the same sentiment. These are scary times. It is sad that we have to think that way. But we have to go home to our children. And that is where we're at. And just like the guy in the video that wasn't even talking about this, isn't anybody in the bakery, I don't even know what this guy's talking about. Doesn't seem like he has a whole bunch of things in common with me outside of the fact that he was pointing out that white men, Americans, and black men who is making this video, Americans, people in America are not going to keep taking this laying down. He brought up the fact that when we fought for our independence from the British, when we did that, those people are still very much here and very much prevalent and very much run this country. And when it comes time, they do stand up. Kyle is one of those people. The black gentleman who made the video, at RedRacer video on Instagram, go watch it. It is amazing. It's only like 3 or 4 minutes, not a real long video. Go watch it. He's done standing up. He, in this video, is referring to himself as the white male who's being under attack. It's symbolic. They have tried to teach everybody that white men are the problem in this country now. They're not. But neither are black men. And they're now trying to get white men to see black men as the problem. And it's almost working. I'm a little fearful, but it's not working. I will not allow that to happen. Am I going to be a little more careful right now? Sure. But is it going to make me dislike any group of people? No. Is it going to make me dislike Mexican Americans, African Americans, Jamaican Americans, not even Americans, just here from other countries, illegally, whatever, legally? I'm not doing that. But as soon as I feel like, and I think a lot of other people out there, as soon as we feel like we are no longer safe, we can and will and should stand up for ourselves and fight back. It is time to do that. We can see that. And when I say we, it is not just, again, white men. It is everyone in this country who wants America to stand. BLM and Antifa, we know, are nothing more than terrorist Marxist groups. They mean to burn, kill, destroy anyone who stands in their way. The people who fund them have lost control and they are going down. They are about to do real time. And when I mean real time, I mean look up the crimes for treason. They are kicking and screaming on their way out of power in this country. We are very much at war and things are getting scary. Democratic people are even being forced now to denounce the rioters, which is crazy. They are your people. We know they're your people. And now they're even being forced to denounce them because their polls are dropping. People are standing up, not just physically, verbally, but people are also using their guns to keep themselves from dying. Don't let them make you hate another race. And to anyone out there who has people in their lives that are brainwashed by this, and keeping in mind, a vast majority of the violence being portrayed, or being, what's the word I'm looking for? The people doing the dirt right now, the majority of them aren't even these black kids. Those young black kids that hit that dude in the head with a brick are probably just very misguided. And there is someone in their lives who can get to them and help them see. Please, someone get to them. You know people in your lives you can help. Go help them. The vast majority of people out there doing these BLM crimes are skinny little white people. This is not what it is. They're trying to make us see something that is not. But they're doing a really good job right now. Please run these things by your heart. Please remember that we're all in this together, and remember that what they're showing you on camera, these rioters, they are not the majority. These people are traveling state to state and sparking off these riots. These rioters are not even from your cities, the vast majority of them. Stay strong, stay together, stand up, protect your towns. United we stand, guys. I love every one of you. Thank you for sticking with me. Patreon, PayPal, Venmo, because YouTube is sticking it to me by the day. RedRacerVideo.com to buy our unmasked shirts. Thank you, everyone who's done that. I will see you tomorrow.